store deals for May. Video coming out a little bit late, but I'm gonna go over everything, or at least how I feel, where you should put your resources this month. Let's get to the video.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravity here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, a couple of announcements, but first, well, not even first. So we're gonna interrupt this video very quickly because I'm in such a rush today and trying to hurry up and get these videos out that I forgot to thank Khaledfalfel for the mega store post. Check it out, I'm gonna put it in the description below. So thank you, Khaled. I really appreciate all the hard work you put into putting all this together so that I can show people. So go check out his post so you can see the mega store sales, and thanks again. Let's get to the video. I'm going to be going over the May store sales and what you should be looking for, what you should be focused on. I have a couple of comments that I'm going to go over. So be gentle with your boy. Crazy work week. I've been saying that for a long time. This is this huge project, whatever. And so I've been very focused on that, plus taking on a new role. So I'm a little bit out of practice in terms of even making the video. So a couple of things. First, Uncle Funky. We prefer the store video to the verses, please. Okay, so I shouldn't do the verses of, what was it, Superman versus Aqualad. There is a video that's in the archive right now that I could release, and I might release now, or maybe I'll make it like a Discord exclusive video or something. I think it's a in-depth guide on Aqualad, which would be like the third one that I've done because they keep reworking him and trying to get him to work. So basically what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna scrap that, go ahead and put it back, because it's not gonna work. I'm gonna do this May one. And then the next video, I'm gonna try a little bit of a different format where I'm going over the stat boost tunes and the reworks, like a quick overview, and then maybe even ask you guys who I should focus on for verses or something like that, like maybe the rework verses, and then which stat boost tunes you want more clarification on. Anyway, that's the video that's coming up next, but in the meantime and in between time, I'm gonna go over the May sales. So honestly, I'm just gonna hop right into it without too much fanfare. And I think if I can manipulate it from this point of view, is it gonna help me? Is it gonna help me? Is it gonna help me? Yeah, it's gonna help me. All right, so here we go. Ooh. All right, so you got the question, or not the question, you got Decide, 250 gems, 11K. Now that's a lot. That is a lot. I do like Decide. He is a beast. The way that he stuns, especially if you're running him with Dark Side. I have him at L4, and actually I should go ahead and start the game. Plus, there's this bug going on with the game with these PvP rewards that came out, and it keeps trying to send me there and then restarting. I can't delete the thing. I can't get rid of it. So every time I start up the game, it starts over, and then I have to go, and then it doesn't give me the alert that I have a PvP inbox email or whatever. It's so stupid. It's dumb, and it's been going on for about a week now. Anyway, so Decide, I'm saying green to yellow light. By the way, for those of you who are only watching the show for the first time, green light means definitely go ahead, go after it. I agree. Yellow light is like I'm on the fence. Red light is no go. I'm leaning for Decide. It's green light in terms of who he is and what he can do, but it's a yellow light because of how expensive it is and the frag to gem ratio not being great. Usually a good one is 30 to 1, so 30 frags to 1 gem, 30 gems to 1 frag, or a great one is 20 to 1. There you go. So just for you guys who might not have seen my beginner's guide. But Decide is good, and sometimes you spend more on the things that are good. Decide is good. I would give him like a yellow light leaning towards green. It's someone that and in fact, I started up my DC Legends right now because I'm wondering, I have him L3. I could take him L4, and I would need 550 to take him L5, and that would give me, if I bought that pack, okay, where we go. If I bought that pack, that would give me that ability. Now with Decide, he works perfectly well at L3, and if you're trying to get him to L3, L2, I think even L1, he's good. If you don't have him yet, I would lean more towards green for you because he can be a difference maker, especially early mid-game. Ooh, that's a yellow, almost green. Because for me, I'm tempted not to, just because he's doing everything I need him to do. However, if I took him RB1, that would help with his survivability. So anyway, question: 150 frags for 6,000 gems. Question is an absolute beast, and I absolutely love her. I have her L4 now. If I bought that 6K for 150, I'm leaning towards a yellow light, more towards green light on that one, because she is an absolute beast, and I may get that pack myself. Because if I get that pack, I can take her L5. And there are precious few tunes that I like to take L5. If I have a tune and I like them at L4, they have to have an awesome ability for me to want to take them L5 without rebirthing them, to be clear. So like Nightwing, I have L5 because he's a beast at L5. However, let's go into Spoiler. I have Spoiler at L4 because she's awesome. She's great. But her fifth ability is not worth that 100,000 in purple. So like, the next ability that I would have for the question, actually, now while I'm looking at it, is also gain 2 crit damage ups and use answer the question on the attacker with a guaranteed crit shot. At the end of the enemy's turn, if a teammate was killed, use. Ooh. That might be worth those 100. It's yellow leaning green, put it that way. Punchline is also yellow leaning green because Punchline, the 2-turn buff immunity that she lays on her AoE attack, the fact that she gives you buff immunity when you hit her or a teammate, she is an absolute beast. She gives disease and all that stuff. She is highly underrated. I think she's awesome. She's not really so prevalent in in-game PvP right now, but she still pops her head up every once in a while. Trigun, they got a lot of good ones. And I'm trying to think of from a perspective of like, if you're new to the game, if you've saved up resources for a while, and like Trigun, as obnoxious as he is, he would be great for game progression. I mean, that's another yellow light leaning towards green. Everyone that I just mentioned, Desaad, Question, Punchline, and Trigun are all yellow leaning towards green. Like, if you bought them, I'm not mad at you. I get it. I totally get it. Any of them, if you bought them, I totally get it. All right, so now we have Dr. Light. That's always a red for me because I don't know if she's any good or not because I haven't played with her yet. And you get a bunch of her frags for free now as is. So, red light. Katana, I'm leaning red. However, I think she's good early game. 7.5 thousand gems, though, for 150 frags. I'm leaning towards red. Monkey Prince, for the new tunes, I always lean like red light, unless they just look beastly. I didn't see anything in this kit that made me think beast, like, oh, I gotta go ahead and get those gems now, those frags now. So red light. Bleeze, I played with her a little bit. I think she might be okay at best and might be good under Atrocitus, but I'm still leaning towards a red light for her. 7.5 thousand gems. 7.5K in gems. No, I'm leaning towards a red light. Dead Man. He's got a stat boost this month, if I'm not mistaken, and he hasn't been that great for me in-game wise. Mid-game, maybe. And maybe that's one of the overviews I need to do, but I'm leaning towards red. Starfire, red. She got a stat boost and a rework, I want to say, and got power crept like damn near immediately after the fact. Arcus is getting a stat boost early to mid game, and in fact, Starfire, if you're early to mid game, I'm giving her more of a yellow leaning towards red, because she can be useful in like clearing waves and things like that. But 7,000 gems for 200 frags, just be careful. If you're not taking her legendary, something like that, getting a couple of her abilities, I'm leaning against it more or less. Because also her frags don't come around very often. So you might buy it, get it for a character that you're going to have like R4 for the next 6 months. And then you won't be using it, and you wasted those gems. Arcus, you can farm, so it makes him lean more towards green because you can get a good little jump on those hero frags. He is a beast and can one-shot. He gets a stat boost. However, given the current meta, I don't know how great he is as a damage dealer. Like, he can still do damage, but I'm thinking that there might be better options out there. Mr. Miracle, I'm leaning towards red because I don't see him around anywhere. And I hear people saying that he's good, but those same people, I don't see y'all using him. So I'm going to lean towards red. Booster Gold, I'm also leaning towards red. He can be good in one shot. If you're early game, mid game, yellow leaning red, but I would still say red. Coming back over, Mara, definitely good. especially early to mid game. Yellow leaning red. Oh, it's only for 40 frags too? Yeah, red. Siren, red. Deadshot Hired Gun, red. Red Robin, yellow leaning green. He's a beast. He does help a lot early to mid game. He used to be very good in game, but he's been kind of power crept in that arena. But early mid game, he's good. Fire is just a more expensive version of Starfire. Both green AoE damage dealers. The reason why I'm like red lighting on both of them is because AoE green damage dealers don't really have a place right now. Like, you're not going to be able to take out Spectre or Trigun or Parasite with either of them. So, like, use the resources on someone that you can actually use in a battle. Deadshot Hired Gun, 600, nope, red. 650 gems for 20 to 40. Hate the range packs, by the way. And that would apply to fire as well. And Deadshot, all of them had a red anyway. But then also, on top of it, he's not really used. He's okay at best. Then we have... I have a soft spot for Powerhouse. I do like her a lot. I'm still leaning red just because 25 to 50 hero frags for 1.6k. The range packs, you always have to assume that you get, the lowest. And if you get better, yay. But if not, I mean, you know what I mean? So, like, it's just not a good ratio. She's not prevalent enough. She's not an AoE. Well, she does do AoE damage as well, but a very good energy damage dealer, but not in this meta. Blackfire, red. Black Mass is a good character. Yellow on him, but red because of this deal. He's not great. King Shark, I do like, and he does have a stat boost. 90 frag, I'm still saying red. Eradicator, I skipped over Cyborg. Eradicator and Cyborg, actually. If you don't have anyone to really deal with Cheshire, then I would give a yellow light to Eradicator. A yellow light. Think on it though, because it's a terrible gem to frag ratio. But if you're really having problems, then he could help. But he's really kind of squishy. So in the end game, I can't really use him. Cyborg does have a can't miss. He's still farmable if I'm not mistaken, which is why I lean more red towards him. But he also does a good job of dealing with Cheshire. So those are those packs. Let's see what is. Do I have a? Oh no, I don't have the thing. I don't have the thing. Here we go. All right. So then next is, ooh, let me make sure I have this looked up right. Silver Age Superwoman. Okay. Silver Age Superwoman. And then you have Mary Shazam. Is that like Majorette Mary Shazam? Is she in a high school band? I don't understand what this is. I mean, I guess I kind of like Silver Age Superwoman. She's okay. I mean, she's cool. I'm not jumping after it. Marching Band, Mary Shazam, if that's top 500, I guess I just want to make top 500. I'm not going to be too sad about it. Oh, well. Oops. Next. Oh, these are the characters, the tunes that will be used in the upcoming raid. You have Wukong, Red Tornado, who I think he's supposed to get a rework or a stat boost at some point soon. They've been really using him a lot. Then next up is Catwoman, who I think is underrated. Oh, I have to click to see the full image. Let me get the full image up. Catwoman, who I think is actually very underrated. Good at taking out Superman because she strips all those buffs. Batwoman, who I would love to have a little bit of a stat boost on her. Her kid is awesome. She just needs to have that stat boosted a little bit. And then Dr. Light, we don't know yet. Batsy TDK is a waste of time in raids. Don't bother using him. Katana might be okay as a damage dealer if you have limited option. Bleeds is just a taunter. So, yeah, nah, bruh. I mean, May doesn't have me too excited right now, if I'm being real. Uh-oh, monthly paid sale and Mother's Day sale. Okay. So we have the monthly paid sale. I could get dark side frags. I wanted to take dark side like a RB1 forever. He's L4 right now. And I don't think that those are going to be enough frags for me to do anything with him. I'm going to check real quick. Because then that just gives me a real world example of whether I should do this or not. So if he's a paid sale, and I try not to spend a lot of money, but I need to take him L. I don't even have enough to take him Alpha. I need 241 plus, no, 141 plus another 410. So that sale, unless I go to the end, which I'm sure is going to be expensive, ain't giving me nothing. Then Mother's Day, you have Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman, all three Wonder Women, and then Hippolyta, who are there for the Mother's Day sales. Hippolyta is still Hippolyta is still great support. She's actually really, really good. I like Wonder Woman POT, especially early and mid game. She's a beast. Wonder Woman DOJ isn't really worth the effort to me, and Wonder Woman Coda is a good mystic damage dealer, but there are better options out there. So, I think, is that it, or do we have one more? So, and then we have the PvP, rewards, challenges, showdown, which is rewarding Parallax and Saint Walker. Saint Walker, yes. Parallax, but. And then the challenges, you have one for Parasite. Go after those frags. Owlman, good for you. And then the PvP rewards. I mean, Plastic Man, not really. Katana, no thank you. Bleeze, I like Bleeze a lot, but I have no reason to really like. It's just because I like her. So yeah, those are the sales. Let me know what you think. And in the next video, I'm going to try to give you like just an overview of the tunes that are getting stat boosts and the tunes that are, excuse me, getting reworks. Give you like a quick overview of them, and then you guys tell me what you want to see. I think I even put up like a community poll. So